You're sitting in a crowded coffee shop, notifications pinging, deadlines looming, and stress coiling around your mind like a persistent vine. Your breath is shallow. Your shoulders are tight. In this moment of overwhelm, where does genuine peace truly reside? The ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy offers a profound answer that transcends time and personal turbulence. Inner peace is not a destination you arrive at, but a deliberate practice you cultivate moment by moment. It begins with understanding that your internal response matters infinitely more than external chaos. Consider how most people believe peace is something that happens to them rather than something they actively construct. This fundamental misunderstanding creates endless suffering. The Stoic perspective reveals that peace is an internal skill, a form of mental discipline that can be trained like a muscle. Your first critical insight is recognizing that disturbance is a choice. When external events trigger anxiety, you have a split second to decide your response. Most people unconsciously surrender their power, allowing circumstances to dictate their emotional state. But you can learn to create a protective inner sanctuary that remains unbreached by external turbulence. This requires developing what the Stoics called prosarche, a profound attentiveness to your present moment experience. Imagine your mind as a serene landscape where thoughts come and go like clouds, but you remain the steady, observing awareness. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but witnessing them without becoming entangled. When a challenging email arrives, instead of immediately spiraling into stress, you can pause, breathe, recognize that the email itself is neutral. Your interpretation generates the emotional storm. By creating this microscopic space between stimulus and response, you reclaim your inner sovereignty. The second profound teaching involves understanding the distinction between what you can and cannot control. Most human suffering emerges from attempting to manipulate circumstances beyond our influence. Your peace depends not on everything going perfectly, but on your ability to accept what cannot be changed and focus energy on what you can influence. This means distinguishing between external events, which are often unpredictable, and your internal reactions, which are always within your power. Practice asking yourself, is this something I can directly change right now? If the answer is no, then your most intelligent response is acceptance, not resistance. This doesn't mean passive resignation, but a clear-eyed, strategic approach to life's challenges. The third critical dimension of inner peace involves cultivating a broader perspective. When you're consumed by immediate stress, your perception narrows. By regularly zooming out and remembering the vast, interconnected nature of existence, you create emotional spaciousness. Your current challenge is temporary. It will pass. You are part of something much larger than this momentary difficulty. Practical steps to cultivate this peace are deceptively simple yet profound. Begin with a daily meditation practice, even if it's just 5 minutes. Create a morning ritual of quiet reflection where you set your internal compass before the day's demands emerge. Practice conscious breathing when stress rises. Return to your breath. It's an anchor that always exists in the present moment. Develop a habit of journaling to externalize your thoughts, creating distance from mental chatter. Regularly ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? This transforms challenges from threats into opportunities for growth. As you integrate these practices, remember that inner peace is not about achieving a permanent state of bliss. It's about developing resilience, the capacity to return to center quickly after being disturbed. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's perfectly natural. The goal is progress, not perfection. In your moments of greatest challenge, when the world seems to conspire against your tranquility, remember, your mind is a sanctuary. No external force can breach its walls unless you grant permission. Peace is not something that happens to you. Peace is something you courageously choose again and again with each conscious breath.